Now it's time to drain the legendary Bermuda Triangle. Where more ships are mysteriously thought to sink than anywhere else in the ocean. Which is far-fetched, but we can still peer into the depths of the Bermuda Triangle using sonar imaging technology. We can finally see how things work without the ocean. Without the water, the small islands of Bermuda seem to sit on top of a mountain. About 4 kilometers high, the only one in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Where did this mountain come from? A major volcanic eruption, of course. It happened in the early stages of the formation of the Atlantic Ocean. The volcano grew for 1 million years, eventually solidifying as a huge tower above the surface of the water. The result was a huge volcanic island. That was 1,200 meters above current sea level. After the volcano cooled, 30 million years ago, wind and rain eroded the mountain, forming a flat plateau. After the Ice Age, the water level rose and the Bermuda Islands remained on top of an underwater mountain. Nowadays, reefs have formed on the nutrient slopes of the ancient volcano, which surround most of the Bermuda Islands, and many ships have sunk on them. But this happens in other parts of the ocean, near other islands surrounded by reefs. In addition, this is only one small corner. Therefore, there is no convincing evidence that more ships sink in Bermuda than in other parts of the ocean. However, it is really difficult to find a sunken ship in some areas of the triangle. Having drained this area of Bermuda, we saw a depression 8 kilometers deep. This is the Puerto Rico Trench, the deepest point of the Bermuda Triangle in the entire Atlantic Ocean. In some valleys and crevices, you can see steep cliffs several kilometers high. But an impressive landscape at the very bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. The trench was formed as a result of the edge of the North American tectonic plate moving towards the Caribbean plate and slipping under it. Looking at the size of this trench and its depth, we understand why many ships lost in the Bermuda Triangle have not yet been found. Such places and underwater mountainous areas are the most difficult areas to search for missing transport. For example, in 2014, 777, for which the largest search operation in history was organized, was never found, because if you drain the area where it is supposedly now lies, we will see huge mountain ranges there.